Borrowed words in action. Number 2. Let's get this started with number 21. Ensemble, entourage, entrepreneur, etc. Expose, extempore, fiancé, fiancée, finale, fracas, and graffiti. Alright, let us get this started with now. Let's start off with ensemble, shall we? Why am I speaking in a Russian accent? Now, ensemble, French, is another French word, and here it means a group of people or things that have an effect together, or like in this case, instruments working together as an orchestra to go ahead and do something like this. Our new music teacher has lots of new ideas. He says music should be for everyone, so anyone with an instrument can join the school ensemble. Mr. Crump has written some new music for the ensemble to play. Scrape, scrape, doodle, doodle, wah, wah, bash, bash, bash. Sometimes it sounds like the instruments are going in different directions. But like a true ensemble, they all finish together. Blah. Dang, if this was my school, then our parents would all be like, how dare they teach this music correctly? Fire the music teacher. Thank God the music teachers in short. Next up we have entourage. Entourage. Now entourage is French and this means it's the group of people who travel with and assist an important person. It's like the group of people who travel with and assist like someone who's high importance. Like, you know, the prince, the princess, and the king or the queen or the Mr. President. Mr. President? Mr. President! That kind of stuff. Malfik is plotting to kidnap his stepsister, Princess Tanya. As part of her entourage, my job is to keep her safe. But weapons aren't allowed in the palace, not even my magic sword. So what am I going to do? Ah, Tata, you've come! Yes, father, I'm here. Alright, next up, we have entrepreneur. Oh my god, Elon Musk must have finally went ahead and created Mars colonization. Now, entrepreneur means it's like someone who starts a new business or who risks their money in a new business or like a new situation. Seems like Elon Musk, if he went ahead and succeeded in his SpaceX and his Mars stuff, then he would go ahead and create this for Mars colonization and Mars holidays. You know, the red sand beach. Wonder if this is what would actually happen though. Betty Lee is a renowned entrepreneur in the travel business. You mean Elon Musk? Alright, he wasn't that famous or that iconic as he was back then. There is nowhere in the solar system that she cannot take you for a holiday. Make it Mars this year. Passengers will stop over on the moon en route to Mars. A ride in the moon buggy will cost extra. Then onto Mars with its unique red sand beaches. The trip home is in zero gravity. What an adventure! If it's in zero gravity, where are the seat belts? When you start the re-entry, you will have actual gravity, so you're going to need seat belts. And isn't the atmosphere here a bit less than what's on the Earth? Why are they exposing skin? This is a health hazard. Okay, so that's the thing about entrepreneurs. They don't exactly think up of everything. Alright, next up, we have etc. Now, etc. Etc. is Latin and it means other things or people, etc. Like there's LSD, speed, Xanax, cannabis, etc. Why do I know so much about drugs? Because it's a secret. Etc. I've made plenty of sandwiches: cheese, ham, egg, chicken, and tomato, etc. There's fruit juice, lemonade, etc. You'll need plates, knives, and forks, etc. and paper napkins, etc. Why are there so many etceteras? I wonder if they have enough. They have more than enough. They can barely lift the thing themselves. Alright, next up, we have expose. Alright, next up, we have expose. Now, expose is like a place, a report that reveals something harmful and negative about something or someone. Like, you know, an expose on Trump or an expose on Vladimir Putin, which I'm surprised isn't happening as often as it should be. Sarah is writing an expose about sports and organized crime. It's Raul Lingo, the basketball player, and Lero Shifter, the boss of the Black Hand Gang. Why isn't he arrested then? Will they shake hands? She wants them to shake hands. Yes, they do. Sarah is sure her editor is going to like that shot. This is going to be good dirt, Sarah. Good work, Sarah. And that's pretty much how it all works out. Alright, next up we have extemporize. Extemporize. Now, extemporize pretty much is another word, and here it's a Latin word, and it means done without preparation or rehearsal. It's like, hey, it's like impromptu, except this is more impromptu. You didn't know you're going to do impromptu, so you go ahead and just do it immediately the second after they ask you to do it. Susan has just given Matthew his cue. Who's there at the door? Matthew is missing. Susan will have to extemporize. Where is he? To buy some time, Susan said a few words extempore. I'm sure I heard someone. I'll just go and look. Matthew has been found. Susan just needs a little extempore speech to get back on stage. Well, Mr. Jones, how nice of you to visit. Alright, next up we have fiancé or fiancée. Now, fiancé or C is like this. It's more or less like if you're a fiancé, that means it's the man who you're going to be married. You can only say that I have a fiancé if you're a woman. Whereas if you want to say fiancé with an extra E, you're going to have your man and you're going to have someone who's going to marry you, a woman. Emily and her fiancé, Andrew, are planning their wedding. Emily would like a very traditional ceremony. Andrew wants something different, but will his fiancée agree? Maybe they can compromise? Nuh-uh, I want a traditional wedding. Honestly, if there was a wedding, I'll just let my spouse decide and everything. I would compromise, though. I would compromise. Alright, next up, we have grand finale. Alright, grand finale. Final wave. Sha! Figure out that reference yourself. No, all I'm gonna tell you is Super Mega Rangers. That's your reference. Now, grand finale, or finale in this case, is in Italian, and it's like the last part of the show, an event, or a piece of music. Johnny is a street entertainer. He rides his unicycle. He juggles with clubs and 3 flaming torches. But for his grand finale, he includes his dog. This is animal abuse. This is animal abuse. Why is he juggling his dog with fire? Now, first of all, this is animal abuse. I'm just glad that this is a dog. So if it was a cat, it would have been much more agile and it would have been much more balanced than this. So dogs have good balance as well too. Next up, and this is the 29th, we have fracas. Fracas. Now fracas, or fracas, is like a brawl, a noisy or argument or a fight. Like, hey, you wanna go? Yeah? You wanna go? Yeah, yeah. That kind of stuff. That's what a fracas is. The accident and the emergency center at the hospital has been notified that there was a fracas in town. Most injuries weren't serious, just cuts and bruises. But this man needed an operation. This kind of thing happens regularly. The police blame alcohol for most of the trouble. Alright, first of all, why the hell is he cut? It's not like you can go ahead and make this come with punches. Can you? Yeah, apparently it can happen with punches. Alright, next up, we have graffiti. Now, graffiti is more or less Italian, and its definition is images that you leave on the wall or other surfaces that you spray paint onto them. Usually you spray paint under them, and this is usually done illegally. Graffiti artists work by night. They aren't afraid of depth or height. The colors they use are very bright, and the work isn't always a welcome sight. Catch me if you can! Yeesh. Okay, I believe that this is for the good of humanity. I believe it's just to annoy the police. And I believe that this is like, hi everyone. This is just amazing. And that's it. 31 all the way to 40. That's it. That's it. This will be the next words for next time. Today we did 29 to 30. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next time, Shihana, peace. Bye bye.